Hello, my loves. So everyone is talking about the eclipse happening in Aries in a few hours. So let's talk about it too. Okay, so first of all, an eclipse is what we get when the moon is positioned between the sun and the earth. Okay, now in the past, people were very scared of eclipses. They thought that the gods were mad at them, and that's why there was no sun anymore, no light anymore. They also thought that eclipses are a sign basically for an omen. I think that's how you call it, for death and destruction. They thought that demons are, walking on earth during that day and that moment. And that's the reason why people were making a lot of noise, right? To scare the demons, to scare them away. Now, uh, people didn't used to eat at all in that day, just because they were afraid of food poisoning. Again, they thought that eclipses were signs for death, and so trying to stay alive, they were like, better safe than sorry. So they were basically starving the whole day just to make sure they won't die. And it's also said that the day Jesus was crucified, um, the sky got dark. Okay, and so people thought that that was, um, a sign. Okay, for the very dark times that followed. Okay, now basically, probably it was an eclipse. Okay. Now, getting back to our business here, astrologically speaking, uh, as I said, this eclipse is happening in Aries. And of course, Aries is all about new beginnings, about the fire that's burning inside of us. Okay. And that gives us energy and, courage and determination. Now, this would be a really nice stuff. The problem is when this energy is not controlled, it can ruin everything. Okay, it can destroy everything. It can bring a lot of violence, a lot of hysteria, a lot of impulsivity, and a lot of ego. Okay, now this eclipse happening in Aries is all about balance. Okay, it's about controlling this fire. It's about starting new projects, but not just anyway. It's starting new projects and taking responsibility for our actions. Okay, so basically, it doesn't mean when the eclipse is happening, it doesn't mean that you're gonna die or that the president is gonna die. Okay, like people used to think, but it can mean that something will die, basically an old version of ourselves. Okay, an eclipse is a karmic moment, so you have to remember that something might end during this time in order for something else to start. So something might die in order for something else to get born. Basically, there's a new version of us. Relationships might end for others to begin. Old ways of thinking might end now, and our values might change. We might be feeling a little bit more tired than usually and more sensitive. Um, the point is the sun is vitality, right? So we don't get enough energy from the sun during this time. The sun, it's a bit blocked. So my recommendation would be for you to just stay at home. Just turn up the volume, the music volume. Just make love if you have someone to make love with. Until all the demons will get annoyed. Okay, if you don't have anyone to make love to, after work, maybe you can take some moments for yourself and just think about who you are and who you want to be in the future. Okay, good luck. Get your time with this eclipse, and set new intentions for the future.